Hello everyone. I am back with another video. It is Monday, a new week, and it's a holiday, so happy 4th of July everyone. I hope you guys are all having a nice holiday. Alright, I've already did the clusters for today, and if you haven't watched that video, that's the one before this one, so go check that out. Today we are going to do fall themed candle clusters. Okay. Alrighty. So. Alright, so what I did was I just took my scraps, okay, picked up the colors I wanted, and I cut off a 1/2 inch wide strips. It doesn't matter how tall they are. It's just 1/2 inch across. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to determine, because as we cut them, we want them stacked. So you want a tall one, a medium one, and a small one. Okay. And so I think I want, for this group right here, I want this my tall one, I want this one my medium one, and this one's my small. Okay. For this, let's see. I think I want the dark one. So I want this my tall, my medium, and my small. Okay. So we're just going to determine how tall you want your tall one. And I'm going to estimate. Now these are good embellishments for your book of shadows, your junk journals, card making. Okay, so this will be my tallest one right here. And so I'm just going to line it up. Okay. And I'm just going to cut this one slightly shorter. Okay. And that's what we're going to do for the small one too. Just line them up. Figure out where your medium-sized one is. See how they're just staggered? Alright, so that's our length. Okay, so I'm going to do that with this next one. Okay. You see what I'm doing? I'm just making the next one I cut smaller or shorter. There. We have our candles. Okay. Now the next step is see how the candles are kind of like rounded off on the corners at the top, indicating that they're melting down. Okay. So what I do is I just round the corners off. Okay. See? So do that to all your candles. Then after we round this one, I didn't get cut all the way. After you round all your corners off, we're going to ink the edges. Now if you have ink pads, if you have them, I suggest that you utilize them on these embellishments that we've been making. I tell you what, it makes the world of difference, okay? And I will show you here in a moment. I didn't cut these very straight. Okay, got this rounded off. I'm gonna show you here. Now we did the apples, okay? Now I don't know if you can see that there's a slightly darker shade on the corners on this apple. That's because I inked it, okay? And I tell you what, if you made one with no ink on it and one with ink on it, you will tell that the one with the ink on it looks much better, okay? Same with the pumpkins that I did. It doesn't look like it up, you know, far away, but when you get up close, you can tell that I took my ink pads, matched the color to my paper, and I inked all edges, okay? And it gives it more of a finished look. So, guys, when you're making these embellishments, if you have ink pads, okay, use them. Use them. It makes the project look so much better. Same here. There is ink on these edges, okay? So, I'm gonna try to match some colors up with these candles. Starting with the red and the orange. I have a red one here. And all I'm using, I get these little ones in I think it's a 4-pack. I think I got these ones at Joann's, but you can find them at Michael's too. And I get these beauty blenders from the dollar store in a big pack. And that's all I use. And I just ink the edges here. So can you tell? It gives it more of a finished look. Okay, so there's my red one. I have kind of like a burnt orange here. And do that to my orange one. Okay. And then I have this. I have this yellow. Now you don't have to have a whole lot of colors either. So I'll show you what I got. I have these, and I think these came in a 4-pack. And then I have these ones that came in a 4-pack, okay? And that's all I have for these mini ones. And then I have a big green one and a big purple one here. And then I have a big black one and a big green one that was just given to me. Okay, that's all I got. So if you don't have a color that matches, I would always go with a brown for that like vintage look around something. Okay. So I got these ones done, and so I'm going to use a brown on these ones. This purple one won't even, well, you can tell a little bit. This dark purple. And then the silvery pink. And when you cut your paper, some papers have a white edge to them. Inking these edges will help cover up that white edge and make it look more finished also. Okay. So there we go, those are done. The only downfall of using those ink blenders from Dollar Tree to blend your ink on is you can stand up. But I don't care. I don't mind at all because I'm a messy crafter anyways. I think crafting should be messy. I think every piece of clothing that I own probably has paint on it or glue. That's just who I am. All right, we have our candles ready to. So now what I'm going to do is glue these two together by putting a back on it. And it doesn't matter what it looks like because it's going to be covered up anyways. So I just flip them over. Just put it back on that. There. Now those are together, and now I'm going to do the same with these. Okay. Now those are together. Okay. We're going to put the small ones right on top with a pop-up dot, but before we do that, we are going to get the flame and the wick on. So the wick, I just use black. You can use a dark brown if you want. But what I'm doing is just cutting just a sliver off. Okay, and I'm just going to cut 3 pieces here. Okay, 3 for that one, and 3 for the others. Okay, so I'm just cutting a sliver off the black. It doesn't matter how long it is because we're going to cut it down anyways. So we're going to flip these over. Sorry. We're going to flip these over and glue these on the back. Now, don't worry about it being too long right now. We will cut those down. We're just going to get these on. Okay. Let that dry. Okay, now we're going to do these ones. Okay, now we got this last one. Okay, let those dry. These ones over here should be dry enough now. Okay, so that's what it looks now. Now we're going to trim them down to the size we want. Okay, so that's the size I want my wick. Now I cut just a little corner. Can you see what I did? It makes the wick look like it's burning down. There. Okay, so I'm going to do that to the rest of these. Okay. Okay. Now, okay. All right, now we want to do the flame. So I just do yellow. Okay. And what I'm doing is just cutting out little teardrops, I guess. They look like, I'll show you. If you need to draw it out, you can draw it out. And that's all I'm doing. And you can make them bigger or smaller. They don't all have to be the same size. Because if you own candles, you know flames can be really small, like they're gonna go out, or really big. Okay. All right, and the next step is to give the candle just a little more darker color on the edges. I just take another yellow marker and just color the edges in. See how that just makes it slightly darker on the edges there? There is a little, these candles are a little, just a little fussy, but I think they're really easy to make. Little tiny pieces. And if you don't want the candle cluster this small, you can make them bigger or wider. Okay, this is just the size I go with because I do use them in junk journals. And now we're just going to glue them on. So what I do is I just take it and I put a little bit of glue right here on the bottom, and then I stick the wick right on top. Come on. Alright, so the flames are on those, so we're going to do these ones next. If you guys try these out, if you try making them, please show pictures. I am really enjoying seeing you guys make these and follow embellishments with me. It makes me very, very happy. I am so glad that I am inspiring you guys to make these. Okay, next step is we're gonna put the small candle on. I'm using these foam dots that I got from Dollar Tree. I also have this foam tape from Dollar Tree too. You can just cut like small skinny pieces, which I think I'll do that today. I don't feel like fussing with my little dots because they're kind of hard to get out. Alright, so I just flip this one over, put my foam tape on the back. Okay. And you can stick it right on, but I like to add just a little bit of hot glue to the back of that. And there we go. Okay, there's a candle cluster. Okay, let me get this one on. And then we can do some decoration. There we go. Alright. Can you see how it's popped up? Alrighty. So at this step, I want to take a little bit of glitter because you know I have to have sparkle on everything, and I'm obsessed with this new pen I received. So I'm gonna make sure. Okay. I'm going to put some sparkle on the flames. And just a little bit on the side of the candles. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to put some leaves around the bottom as decoration, you know, just like if it was sitting on a table as a centerpiece. Okay, and I always like to pre-cut my leaves. Let's see. I want color on this one. And I always put 4 leaves on each side here. Just trying to determine what I want. Sorry guys, it's a little harder to match this one because I used different colors. I'm gonna go with a burnt orange. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna put a leaf here, a leaf here, and then on top of this one, a leaf here and a leaf here, just like you can see here. There's one here and here. Okay. And I'm just sticking it right behind that candle. Can you see how it went? The tail end of that leaf just went behind that candle. Now if you don't have a leaf punch, you can draw out leaves and cut them out, or if you have a leaf stamp it on a paper, color it in, cut it out. You can use those. Just because you don't have what I'm using, I don't want you to feel discouraged. There's other ways. And if you all need any ideas, please don't be afraid to ask. Okay, got that one on there. Okay, now we're gonna put some bling. I always have to have bling. Bling, bling. I think a nice orange one. What is going on here? Okay. I'll put some glue in the middle there. Okay. There we go. Now what I did with this one is I put a little bit of glitter on the leaves. And there you go. That one is done. What do you think? Okay, now we're going to put the leaves on this one. And then we'll call it a day. Let's see. Okay. I I figured we can get a little bit of crafting in for today, because later this evening everybody's probably going to be at a barbecue or something. Huh? Okay, our leaves are on. Now, I'm going to glitter those up just a little. Throw a little bit more glitter on there. Okay. Now it needs some bling. Let's see. Maybe just these kind of. Put a little bit of glue right there in the middle. Okay, that one did not want to come off. There we go. And there's that one. Alrighty, there's our candle clusters, fall themed embellishments. I hope you enjoyed. And again, if you've been making any of these fall embellishments with me, please show pictures. I really love seeing your artworks, and even show me what are you gonna do with them. Like, are you gonna put them in a junk journal, put them on a card? I mean, what? I want to see. Cool. All right, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and have a good holiday. Bye.